Hey everybody, back again about this Hydranitis suppertiva skin disease. Yeah, and I'm going public with it. I haven't been getting on here a lot, I'm posting like a lot of videos or whatnot. And I've had people, ask questions, do I have children, and do my children have this same skin disease? Well, right now they're in the young years, so they're in their 20s. This didn't start developing on me until my 30s, like mid to late 30s, and it got really bad in my 40s, which I'm still in my 40s. I mean, I'm not even halfway through my 40s yet. But anyhow, this last surgery that I had really got the best of me, where they went in and cleaned and debrided and all that, and, getting infection out and pus and all this. And I've seen a lot of your all's comments, and for those of you that are being negative, see you bye, honey. I ain't paying no attention to you. You don't know. You ain't dealing with it. You don't understand. But those of you that do know what it's about and are dealing with it, it's not a fun skin disease at all in the least. And yes, it does make you just want to end it, just be done, So, a very horrible skin disease. To the lady that left me a message, a comment, asking about kids, that her and her husband, were planning on having kids, but they didn't know if they wanted to, because I think one of you or both of you, suffer from it, or maybe one of you at least. I have children. I have 3 boys, and so far, knock on wood, I hope and pray to good Lord above that they don't get it, that neither one ever suffer from this. It could also be passed down to your grandchildren, and I hope and pray to God that it ends with me, that it just stops with me. I don't know, it could, pass several generations and hit the next. I mean, you don't know. You really just don't know about the skin condition. There's no cure for it. And nobody's really wanting to do any science. I'm willing to be a guinea pig, so to speak, if it'll work. If they need a participant, to find something that would work, and help make people's life, the quality of life, better. Because with the skin disease and the pain and the odor and the drainage, and, you have to wear dark clothing and, or have surgery and have debridement, and then you still got to wear dark clothing because you still got some kind of type of drainage coming from somewhere, it's horrible. It's horrible. And I have been suffering with this ever since my late 30s. Some people get it before then. You just never know. And it's horrible. And I'm coming on here, putting myself out here for people to laugh and make fun of me. Do what you do, okay? But be careful about what you do, because it can come back and haunt you. Okay, I'm a firm believer in that. It can come back and haunt you. You may not end up with a skin disease like I have, but God can punish you far worse, honey, than I ever thought about being. So remember that. And, for those that want to be negative and stuff, I ain't got time for y'all. I ain't got time for y'all. This world is cruel enough. Okay, I ain't got time for y'all. I'm on here trying to help other people come forth that suffer from this same skin disease that I'm suffering from. That, you know, there's numerous of other people that kind of suffer from this, that stay hidden and don't talk about it and don't come out in the open and don't mention anything about it, you know, because it's so embarrassing and you try to hide it. And the only people that you know, conversate with about it with is your doctors or your family or your real close friends, you know. But other than that, you try to hide it from people, and it's not something that's easily hid. You know, as you can see, my face, you know, and I've got makeup on, and yes, the makeup makes it show even more, you know, the scars that's left behind of the aftermath of it. Do I care? No, because the way I see it, you know, we're all going to die at some point, you know, and you ain't going to go to no grave looking like a beauty queen, okay? You know, if you do, then you're dying at a young age. But as old age, you know, you try to live your life to be to the fullest, to the, you know, prosperity that you could possibly do. You know, live it to the fullest, you know, until you do die, you know, and make the best out of it. And when you're living with a skin disease such as this, it makes it real hard. It makes your quality of life little to none. Because you hurt. You don't want to move. You don't want to go anywhere. You don't want to visit anybody. You don't want... But yet, when it's beautiful outside and it's warm and you're like, man, I want to go out. I want to do this. I want to do that, you know. But you hurt too bad. And you can't do it. You know, I'm trying to answer a lot of people's questions. And I try to get on here, you know, and check periodically. I've been in and out of the hospital, you all, so that's the reason why I haven't been responding to anybody's questions or comments that you all have had. I've been in and out of the hospital since the second surgery. I mean, because this last surgery that I've had has really gotten me down to the point, and this is something that something else that I don't even want to talk about, that literally I've had to have my bowels rerouted. In other words, I have a colostomy, you know, temporary colostomy. It's that bad. And it's taken my life from what it was and squished it. And so this, you know, even though it's temporary, and as soon as I get healed, it'll be reversed back. It will be reversed back. But having something on your body that you know ain't normal, that you never thought in your life you would ever have, I can now understand those that do live with a colostomy and have to for the rest of their life. I do understand how they feel. I know now how they feel. I know how shameful and just how it just takes your self-esteem and what you have left in you and just rips it completely out of your body, so to speak. Because it's not the life that you want to live. And so my heart goes out to you all that has to, you know, have devices to help you use the bathroom. You know, I completely, my heart goes out to you all. Because I now know what you go through. You know, because I'm experiencing it myself. Even though mine's temporary and mine will be reversed, it's something that I'll never forget, because it'll be a scar that is left on me for the rest of my life to remind me of what was there. Because of this skin disease, you know, I mean, it's horrible. It's horrible. I can't describe to you all enough how horrible it is. Those that suffer know how horrible it is. Those that suffer knows how painful it is. You know, and living with HS and Hydranitis suppertiva is the worst form of, you know, I also suffer from seborrhea and dermatitis, which is seborrhea, eczema, and psoriasis. And another skin disease that there's no cure for. You know, I was born with it. And so on top of that, you know, oh, it just, life gets better, right? So, I mean, with all that said, you know, I can relate to a lot of people that deals with a lot of different things. And I tell you, psoriasis and eczema and stuff, it's a horrible skin disease, and you try to hide it. You do. You know, because it leaves your skin, you know, kind of scaly and whatnot and all this and that, you know, and itchy and flaky and, you know, all that good stuff. But I tell you what, I think I'd rather deal with my skin disease like that than I would this Hydranitis suppertiva, because it is way far worse than any of those. And I know, because I suffer from all of it. So, I mean, it's like I was born with a cursed skin or something. You know, like, I don't know. That's how I feel right now. You know, I suffer from these and then hit my older years, and now I'm suffering from the Hydranitis suppertiva. You know, it just, life gets better, right? I can relate, and I can understand why a lot of people go through what they go through. And, you know, living with this, you know, like I said, most people has asked, you know, has this passed on to my kids? My kids are in their 20s. I don't know. I hope not. I hope and pray to God not. You know, I hope that this skin disease stops with me. That it's not passed on from here on out. That it stops with me, because it's horrible, and I don't know what else to say. I mean, it is just that. If you're thinking about having children, you know, see what the probability of that is, of passing those genes on to your children or your grandchildren, you know, or whatever. Statistics, I guess you could say, you know, who's to say, who knows? This skin disease is unpredictable. Nobody knows where it's going to begin, where it ends, who's going to get it, who ain't. There's nothing known about the skin disease at all. Nothing. Other than it comes up in cyst forms, and you got drainage and smelly and, you know, scarring, and just rips your life right from you. So anyway, I don't know. You all chime in down at the bottom. You know, like and subscribe, whatever. You know, let me know what you think. Like I said, I've been in and out of the hospital, and I haven't felt like getting on here much, you know, and I'm just now getting, this is like 4 months ago, you know, and I'm just now getting messages, or I'm sorry, comments, you know, down at the bottom, and I'm just now getting back to them. And I'm truly sorry, you all, but I have just really gone through it, you know, and I've been in and out of the hospital with infections and all this and that since my surgery, and I just got home last night out of the hospital. I mean, it just seems like I'm home for a few days and I'm right back in. So, you know, I'll try to get on here and check periodically. I'll try to check as much as I can to see if anybody has commented, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Just be patient. Check in periodically yourself, you know, to see if I have gotten back with you. You know, chime in. I mean, your opinions, you know, what works for you, what don't work for you. You know, whatever. Let's make a discussion about this, you know. I mean, it's got to start somewhere. So anyway, you all have a lovely evening, and stay well. And I'll keep you posted and updated as my progression as I get to feeling better. Right now, I'm still not good. Not by far. So I'm trying to hang in there, though. Y'all have a lovely evening. Bye.